So 2016 was one of the best years of our life for the very obvious reason of having Emerson and the amazing blessing and excitement and joy that he has brought to our life. However, what a lot of people don't know is that 2016 was also a extremely difficult year for Mike and I in a lot of other aspects. And so some people have asked about the trip that we're going on right now and just why it has been so exciting and meant so much to me. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about the backstory of this year of 2016 and why this trip just really means so much to me. So for those of you who don't know, in 2015, we were living in Arkansas. I was teaching, Mike was working, doing inside sales and with a company in Arkansas, and so we found out that we were expecting and decided for numerous reasons to move back to Ohio. When we made that decision, Mike's job was going to keep him on and he was going to be able to work remotely from Ohio, and so it seemed like that was all going to flow really well. I was going to give up my teaching salary, but we still had Mike's and we were going to be just fine and kind of float through. So we decided, you know, after the new year we would move to Ohio. So we had all of that planned. I put in my notice at school, let them know that I was going to be leaving. We started to look for places in Ohio, and then we came home for Christmas. And during this short window of time, we also learned that Mike's company was going through some financial hard times, and they actually did layoffs. And so right before we moved back to Ohio, Mike was let go and laid off from his job. And so as you can imagine, things were not as planned. We were expecting, we were moving to Ohio, and now we were both jobless and didn't have a place to live yet. And so starting 2016 was extremely scary for us. There were so many uncertainties, so many things that did not go the way that we had planned them to. So fast forward, and we ended up finding a place to live in Apple Valley. We were near my family, which was amazing. And Michael took a position in ministry. And so there were so many good things about that. We, you know, in reflection of that year, we learned a ton, and we made some awesome relationships. It really helped us to get on a ground level with one another in our marriage and have some conversations that came up. But we were fundraising. And so again, I had left my teaching job, and we were fundraising our entire salary because Michael had gotten laid off from his job in Arkansas. And fundraising is not easy, you guys. It's something that some people are really blessed to do and called to do. Michael did above and beyond what I could have ever imagined with fundraising. I personally was not good at it, not a fan of it, not something I wanted to do, but he was able to provide for our family through the blessing of so many of you. But we were basically just getting by for months and months and months. And during that time, I was coaching, so I had signed up to become a Beachbody coach in March of 2015, but I really didn't plan to do a whole lot with it. I wanted to be accountable to myself. I wanted a discount on Shakeology because you get a 25% discount. I wanted that extra motivation to keep on track with my own health, and I wanted to talk about it with some friends, but again, I was like fully engaged in teaching and things like that, and I wasn't really thinking about the long-term business opportunity. So when I became expecting, I realized, wow, I had something at my fingertips that I could do, and I could do as a mom and as a work-from-home mom and make it fit into my schedule. I could do it from literally anywhere, and there's a lot more security in that than a lot of the different jobs that I could have pursued. So about a year ago now, it's April, so a little over a year ago now, I decided that I was really going to commit to Beachbody and to coaching. And to be honest, that paid a lot of our bills last year. It paid our rent a lot of months. It paid during the winter. We lived in a house that had some pretty rough insulation. Well, we still live there for right now, but our electric bills over the winter were just outrageous. And so without coaching, I don't know if we would have been able to pay those bills just on our fundraising salary. And so that is one area that it has just seriously above and beyond blessed my life financially. And then coming from a year like that, coming from a year that included layoffs and uncertainties and just a lot of things that came up. You know, we did a home birth and we paid for that out of pocket up front, and so just a lot of different areas. Okay, I think it disconnected and reconnected, so maybe some of you are still here, maybe you're not. Maybe you're watching this afterwards. Hopefully it, I don't know, the internet like wasn't connecting here. So again, if you would have asked me throughout 2016 if we would be able to take our son on a trip overseas and take a family vacation this year, there's no way I would have thought that that was possible. I mean, we spent 2016 really being tested, and especially financially, and to me it has always been a dream of mine to travel with my family. And when Mike and I got together, it's a dream of ours to instill that in our kids and to make these opportunities available. But it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of dedication, and through a year of being a new mom for the first time and all the transitions that we had, I just didn't think that it was possible. And so to be at this point now where this morning we're waiting on a plane to go to Punta Cana and have a vacation together after a really hard year, and take our son on a trip where he gets to go play in the ocean in the waves, and he gets to be around so many positive people, and he gets to just have this amazing experience. It blows my mind because I didn't think that that was going to be possible for at least 5 or 6 years based on what had happened in the last year. And so I know that I have shared a lot of excitement about this trip, and it is because it is something that is so meaningful to me, because I didn't know that it was going to be possible. We did not think that we were going to have the chance to take a family vacation this year. We didn't think by all means that we'd have a chance to take Emerson so young to start exploring the world, and that is my dream for him, that he can explore, that he can see the world, that he can have experiences that are going to form him and shape him and give him a better understanding of the world and a passion for people and diversity and culture. And that is all the things that I love, and it just rocks my world that we get to start that with him now. And it's because of Beachbody, it's because of coaching, and so many people have thought that this is a scam and have said negative things about it and have been really, unsupportive, but this is providing us an opportunity to take a family vacation together. It provided the opportunity to pay a lot of our bills in a really hard year of our marriage. It provided a place for me to have an outlet as a new mom and to connect with other women. It provided a motivation to continue exercising and eating healthy and be really proactive about postpartum depression. And so these are things that I do not take lightly. And again, if you had asked me last year if we would be able to take a trip like this, to take a family vacation this year, I would have thought no way. But for those of you who don't realize, we paid for our airfare, which luckily with Mike's new job and with the money I've been able to make with Beachbody, we were able to do that. And once we get there, it is an all-inclusive trip. All of our food, drinks, our stay, our activities, a trip to the spa, it's all covered. And we get to do this because of consistency. And I did this as a brand new mom. I was not dedicating 40 hours a week to this job. I was not slaving. I was not, doing something insurmountable, but I showed up every day. I showed up every day because I had people counting on me, and I showed up every day because I needed it for myself. I needed that outlet. I needed that place to pour my passion and to build my purpose. And by doing that, I was able to earn this free trip for my family. And for those of you, I see some new names just hopping on. Some of you don't realize the behind the scenes of 2016 for us was so much transition, bringing a baby into the world, which obviously is the most beautiful, incredible thing that has happened to us, but also a series of getting laid off and having months that just didn't quite come together. And so I just have to say that this trip it means the world to me right now. Because we're able to get a break together, we're able to take our son on this vacation, we're able to be refilled with passion and invigorated by being around people who are positive and passionate about changing the world through health. And we're able to be in a new culture and have that experience of just seeing the world and experiencing the world and being rejuvenated by that. Mike and I are both rejuvenated in our spirits by culture and new experiences and adventure. And so to have this adventure with my family is just something that means the world to me. And I thank you guys, those of you who have been supportive, those of you who have trusted me to be a part of your journey, those of you who continue with positivity even when it's gotten hard for me. I try to share with you guys that this journey is beautiful and there's a lot of awesome parts, but also, you know, with motherhood and with coaching and just being a woman and all the different things going on, there are awesome things to share and there are hard things to share, and I try to share that all with you guys. And I appreciate those of you who have stayed supportive, have stayed positive, have believed in me enough to get me over that hump to believe in myself. And so thank you to you guys. Thank you to Beachbody for being an amazing company to work with, for empowering people to take control and to do great things for themselves and their families, and to just having a vision for bringing wellness to the world. That is something that is so important. And even this morning as I'm at the airport and I see people and they look unwell, and I know that there are people who still need reach, they still need ideas, they still need motivation to really take care of themselves. And that is what this company is about, and that is what just lights my soul on fire and keeps me going. So I'm thankful this morning to those of you who support me and keep me going and trust in me, and to Beachbody for giving me this opportunity, and to my husband for believing in me even on the days when I didn't believe about myself, didn't believe in myself, and to my son for just being such a source of joy. And so I'll be sharing more updates over this week, and I'm excited to do so and just see how this continues to make me a better leader and a better friend and a better person to spread some love and joy to you guys. So thanks, Christy. I miss you too, and I'm so glad that you're still part of my life via Facebook, and I'm thankful for that opportunity. So this trip is going to be revolutionary for us, our first family vacation, and I am very, very humbled and thankful that we have this opportunity.